Hello guys, welcome back to Need for Speed Payback. The tune-up shop. There are a few things which are kinda confusing, especially in the beginning of the game. And yeah, after thinking about it, it's not that good how do you need to get your parts in here, because by the looks of it the parts seems to be related to the car itself, so you can send all the parts to your garage that you want, but you cannot put them on any other cars because they are for the car specifically. So you sort of have to grind with every car to get some decent parts, or play around in the tune shops. And that has to do with the micro transitions, where you can actually buy speed points, I think it is, you can buy, and with those speed points you can buy shipment packs, and in those shipment packs are tokens, and with those tokens you can play around in the tuner. What else is important, and that is, in my opinion, never made clear anywhere. I have been looking in the sort of help files of this game. I've been looking on the forums and all over the place. The maximum level of a car is 399, but not every car can go to 399. Some of them, like this Audi S5 in runner spec, can only go to 299. So don't waste your tokens in the tuner shop to play around with the Wheel of Fortune to get better parts than the level 12 that you have on, because that's the maximum level you can go for. Now let's have a look in the tuner shop. These are the parts that you can buy: pink, red, orange, green and blue. 5 different brands, and each of these brands specializes in something. What do they spend? Well, you can press on help and then it will actually tell you. First of all, the number is the rating. 18 is the maximum level. If you have a car full level 18 cards on it, then it will be 399. Level 12 is 299, and so on. They also come with perks bonus. Some of them can have none bonus. Some can have 1 bonus, 2 bonuses, or up to 3 perk bonuses are possible. There are 5 brands. They have stat bonuses, and they also sort of, if you match a few of those things, you can get a bonus for the brand. You can do that like 3 cards give you a bonus, so you can, if you do like let's say 3 red cards and 3 green cards, then you will have a double 3 times bonus. Or you can specify 6 of the same color, and then you can get like a 6 times bonus, which I have at the moment on this runner car. And why do I have 6 times Shidori or 6 times pink? Because that focuses or specializes in acceleration and brakes. This is my runner car. You're dealing with the cops. Very often you have to avoid obstacles, which means you need some brakes, and of course you also need acceleration because you slow down a lot, either because you have to brake or because the cops slow you down by hitting you. So you definitely need acceleration, and brakes are also handy. Speed, not that much, because you're not gonna get to top speed that often, since the cops or whoever is chasing you is pushing you around a bit. So yeah, speed not really an issue. So to go over this pretty quickly, Americana, those are the red cards. They specialize in nitro and air. Where do you need that? I would say off-road cars. There you definitely need some nitro, and you're gonna deal with jumps a lot as well. Outlaw is speed and nitro. Those are the orange cards. Definitely has to be on the race car, either a full pack of 6, or you can combine it with something else and put 3 orange cards on in combination with, for instance, 3 green cards. Shidori is pink, acceleration and brakes, as I just mentioned. You can either combine those with another brand, or you can put 6 pink cards on your runner car, for instance, as I have it. I will show you in a second. And then you have next text. Those are the blue parts. Those specialize in speed and brakes. Yeah, speed most likely with the race spec car, and brakes, yeah, always handy. So you could either go for a fully orange setup on your race car that gives you speed and nitro bonus, or you could go for a combination of orange and blue, that is Outlaw and Next Tech, and then you have like a double speed bonus, a nitro bonus and brakes. Not so much acceleration on it, but yeah, that's how it is. You can combine whatever it is you want, of course. And carbon are the green cards, and they specialize in acceleration and air. So I would say with the focus on air, for an off-road car I would go for a combination of 3 red cards and 3 green cards, and that gives you some nitro specification and acceleration, and then also double air. And the air is for airtime and landings and basically for jumps. So I would say go that way. That is sort of the brand more or less explained. Now, if I switch the filter to equip, and that is what I have on at this moment. I have a bonus 6 times Shidori, all pink parts on it, maximum level. As you can see in the line, you see runner level 299, Audi S5, and then you see a bar going from 100 to 399, and it's sort of grayed out from 180 or so up to 300. And that's sort of the range that you have to play around with this car. So I'm assuming that stock it comes in 180 or so, or 175, something like that. And you can work it up to 300, but that's it. So don't spend your tokens spinning the wheel here in the trade-in. Don't spend your tokens on spinning wheels here. The only thing you're gonna get are level 12 parts with a triple bonus maybe, or a double bonus, perk bonuses. But you're not gonna get level 13, 14 up to 18 parts, because for the simple reason you cannot upgrade this car. It would be handy if they would tell that somewhere, which was not the case. Like, I spent a lot of my tokens on my Golf trying to get it higher than 299, and it's the maximum of the Golf is 299. So yeah, I kinda missed the ball there, and I spent lots of my tokens wasted in a way. So that's sort of what I have done here. Now, do I have something else? Let's have a look in the garage. I slightly figured this thing out only recently. I'm not that familiar with all these brands. For some it might be a piece of cake. It's possible that in previous Need for Speed games this system was already up and running. I have no idea. The last game that I played was I played Most Wanted. I didn't like Rivals Match, so I didn't play that. I did the demo for Need for Speed 2015, did not like it, so I did not buy it. So it's possible that this system was available there already. Yeah. This is my off-road car. If I go into the performance customization, I'm still working on that, because recently I figured all these cards out. So yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of a mix of parts. But the idea behind this, we want is green parts on top here and red parts on the bottom, or the other way around. It doesn't matter that much. That will give us like 3 times Americana and 3 times carbon bonus. And that will also specify in Americana is nitro and air, and carbon is the green cards. Those are like acceleration and air. So then we'll have nitro, acceleration, and a double air specification. That is sort of what you need on an off-road car. You don't really need speed, and yeah, also not that much brakes. So I can leave the orange, pink and blue cards for what they are. So that blue card here needs to go, and that pink card, although it has a triple perk bonus, yeah, that also has to go. So how does it go? You can either do events again, and hopefully you get the part that you want, or you can go to the tuners and try to spin around with the wheel. But that's already, yeah, that's a bit of a gamble, as I will show you. Because yeah, you have to make some decisions at that point. What are you gonna go for, and so on. It's a bit double, as you will see. So you can never have enough tokens, and that's sort of why they probably do not explain the fact. These icons are a pain in the ass. Let's put the filter on location. Okay, there we go. If you have the filter on all, then you have so many icons that you're always clicking on the wrong one. Let's go in again. So, what do we need? Let's have a look again. So what do I want is a green part on the head and a red part on the gearbox. So the first thing I'm gonna do is have a look if something is available. Red for turbo, red for exhaust, and a green for the gearbox. Other than that, no, that's not what I want. There's no green level 12 for the head, and there is also no red for the gearbox level 12. So buying is already not an option at this moment. Although these tune-up shops, they get restocked every half hour or something. So you can always come back until you get like the part that you want. Then you can go over these things and see on the list on the right I already cleaned out my because you can also send parts to the garage and then you can clean out, you can exchange them for a token and then you can play around with. So but now here comes the sort of a gamble here. You have the Wheel of Fortune and you can lock one specific thing. So I need a head, and if I press enter now on my keyboard, because I play with a keyboard, then the wheel starts spinning and it will give you a random brand and it will give you a random perk. The perk not so important at this moment, but the brand is kinda important because for my head I want a green card, so that's carbon, which is a bit of a problem. So it's a bit of a gamble. Are you gonna lock the filter here on head and then it's gonna give you a random brand or perk? But you can also go to the right and you can select carbon. Then you know for sure that you're gonna get a green card, but then the other two are gonna be random. So then you're gonna have head, gearbox, exhaust, ECU, turbo. The wheel is gonna take it for you, and the same goes for the perks. The perks, yeah, not that important at this moment. So what I do want is carbon. I want a green card, and then you need to keep spinning that wheel till you get a green card for the head, or you just wait till the tune-up shop is restocked and then go from there. That's also a possibility. So I need a green card, which is carbon, for the head, or I need a red part for the gearbox, which is Americana. So you can select on the brand, and let's gamble and go for carbon. I have 3 tokens left, which is like not that much. That means 1 spin, because you need 3 tokens to spin the wheel. So we know it's gonna be a green part, but here we go. We get a green part now for the exhaust, which is not even that bad in a way, because it will already give us the carbon bonus. So we could equip it, but then we lose a red part for Americana, but that has no bonus on it, no perk bonus on it, so that card is not that important. And then we will see again if we can buy something. So I'm gonna equip this thing. Now I have no tokens left anymore because, like I said, been playing around with it on my Golf before I actually realized that the Golf, just like this Subaru, can only go to 299 and not to 399. Would be so much better if they would actually bother to tell us that somewhere. So now we get this combination. We have the green a bit mixed up now. So we need a red gearbox and a red head. Let's have a look in the tuner shop. We have a red turbo and a red exhaust level 12, and we have a green gearbox, which is not what we need. Because we already have the green bonus, we want red now. So we need a red head and a red gearbox, and yeah, there's not much I can do about it at this moment. And that's where the micro transitions, or how do you call that, come into play. Because if you open the menu, you have these shipment things. And you have, oh, I even have one new here, I just noticed. And there are premium shipments, which will give you 1 part token, 1 vanity token, and 1 bank token, and then 2 wildcards. And the base shipment basically gives you the same, but without the wildcards. So you only have 1 vanity item, 1 part token, and 1 bank token. But I have a new one, so let's open one and see if we can get something decent from it. Kinda doubt it. 15,000, yeah, that's money is always good. This gives you 4 part tokens. This can be either 3, 4, 5 or 6. So you kinda have to hope that you get 6 tokens here. But okay, I will take the 4. That's a really at least 1 spin. And some blue nitro. That's always handy. See, I kinda like blue. So also my first 5 cars were like in the blue. Yep. So those are the shipments. Now, if you go there again, now as you can see it says get more. How do you get more? Well, you can buy shipments packs, or you can get a base for 100 speed boost or speed points, whatever it's called, speed points. You can get a pack of 5 cards. Pack of 5 cards for 450 speed points. A pack of 10 for 800. Those are like the base ones, and then you have the premium ones, which cost 150 for 1 card. A pack of 5 is 675, and a pack of 10 is 1200 speed points. Where do you get the speed points? It's pretty simple. Buy them. 250 speed points for $2.50, and it goes up like that, and it goes all the way up to the maximum pack is 5,850 speed points, which is available for $50. And that's where sort of the micro, well, that's not already, $50 is not micro, that's for that amount of money you can almost buy the game. So, and that's what they want. They want your money. But I already spent $80 on the deluxe edition, and yeah, you know my opinion on that if you saw my previous video. For the content that we are getting, that is definitely not worth 80 bucks. Other than that, it's a grinding game, because every of these tuning parts, what I'm sort of covering in this video, they are specific to one car. So even if you send the parts to the garage, you cannot put them on another car. So they're basically useless. The only thing you can do with it is, well, you could sort of keep it if you want a different setup for your car. You can, let's say you have a green and red combination, and you want it completely green, and you have sent some parts to the garage. Then you could go in and see if you have some greens available, and you can put like 6 green cards on your car if you want. That's what you can use them for, but other than that you can trade them in for tokens and hope to spin the wheel here. Meanwhile, let's have a look here in the tuner shop. Did it refill? Not really. It's still the same lot, but it restocks, it refreshes every, I think it's every 30 minutes or something like that. So once again, we need a red head and a red gearbox, and then we have a green and red combination on the car as I wanted for the off-road car. So but since we only need red, we are sort of bringing up our chances though, because since we only need red, I can put a filter on Americana, which are the red parts, and now if I can get a head or a gearbox, then we already have a card that we need. But we can also get one of the other 3, of course. As it usually is the case. As you can see, it's not that good. Now, you can either sell this card, trade it in, or send it to the garage. If you send it to the garage, you can keep it if you want a fully red setup later. You can do that, but I normally just trade these things in, because I rather play around with the tokens, then your chance is gonna be at least a bit bigger. So I'm gonna also change this for a that was like a spare one that I still had there. So we can go again. Head and gearbox we need. Meanwhile we have 3 tokens again, so we can put Americana on again. Spin the wheel, and it's playing around with those tokens till you get the parts that you want. Basically that's what it is. Gearbox, at least that's something. Yep, I'm gonna put that on. Definitely gonna put that on. So I'm gonna equip that, and that also means by equipping that, we now have 2. And by seeing we equip that, that also means that the part that was on there automatically goes to your garage, but I don't need that anymore, so I'm gonna trade it in for a token. So now we have 3 greens and 2 reds. The only thing I need now is a red head. Which is not available. Okay, we keep it at that till there is a red head available, and then I have a red and green combination on my off-road car, which I kinda wanted. Now it tells me that the tune-up shop is restocked. We already knew that because we just saw it happening when we went back to the buy page. So that is sort of the tuning itself. Now, which cars can get to 399? That's a good question that I don't know myself. So the only way to know that is, I'm guessing the best way to go is to the dealership. Also that fast travel, 450 bucks. But if you fast travel to that gas station nearby, that's only 180 bucks. So if you want to save money, just fast travel to the gas station and drive to the tune-up shop, which is like behind the corner. I also have a problem with this car setup apparently. Let's have a look what I have it here. Suspension mode is power steering. I put it on light, yeah. Put it somewhere in the middle. Grip balance a bit more to the rear as well. Let's see how it reacts. Also not ideal, but anyway. Let's have a look in the dealer shop and see if it can actually tell you. Yeah, it actually tells you. Volkswagen Beetle is, as you can see, is a full red bar. It comes with a level 100 and it goes to 399, so you can fully upgrade that thing. Golf GTI is only upgradable to 299. The Mazda 299. The Ford Mustang you can upgrade to 399. That kinda explains why my drag car is 399, which is that Ford Mustang. The MX-5 299. The Fairlady fully upgradable. The Acura RSX only 299. The derelicts like the C10 Chevrolet and the Bel Air 399. The Camaro 299. BRZ 299. The Roadster all 299 by the looks of it. Just going over them here quickly now. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9. That is upgradable to 399. I bought that yesterday in off-road spec, so that is already a good thing. I can fully upgrade that one. Because with that Subaru at 299 I had serious problems getting through the leaks. Because at the end, the final missions of the off-road, you need level 380 or even level 399 for the final off-road race. And yeah, I was dealing there with my Subaru with 299. I had some serious trouble trying to beat those guys. I've did the final story mission with my 299 Golf in race and the 299 Subaru in off-road, and I had some serious trouble at beating that final mission. But eventually I did it with those two cars. But it would be way easier if you have a car which is fully upgradable. The Ford Focus is only 299. So by the looks of it. How much do we have now? 2 or 3 that can be fully upgradable. Ford Mustang GT is fully upgradable. The Nissan Skyline not fully upgradable. Oh, it's the R32. Not saying anything yet. Here we come to the also here. The Skyline R34, one of the most popular cars, I guess. Not fully upgradable to 399. So I'm guessing we're gonna end up with like, yeah, cars like this one. BMW M4 GTS, that is fully upgradable. Honda NSX, not fully upgradable. Porsche Cayman GT4, that can go to 399. Camaro as well. And I'm guessing the rest of the list will be fully upgradable. Because now we come to the more expensive cars, so let's have a look if there's some which is only 299. All of these are fully upgradable, except in the beginning here that lot, with a few surprises here and there, like the Nissan Skyline R34, one of the popular cars. It's not fully upgradable in this game. Seriously? Okay, it is what it is, but how can you see that? It's on that bar there, the bar going from 100 to 399, and you only see it comes with a level of 144. That's sort of where the white thing on that bar is. and you can see the red bar going up to 300. Just under it, well, that is 299. So the maximum for this car is level 12 cards, and then you have it at maximum because you cannot get it higher. Good to know. Only find that out after 5 days, and you wasted over 100 tokens trying to get your Golf up to 399, and it's not upgradable to 399. Bloody brilliant. And that's how these people or gaming companies make money. Now there's something flashing about here. Apparently there's some sort of bait crate, if I can ever find it. Those are the blue things. It's there somewhere, but I think it's... Oh, there it is. The bait crate sort of unlocks police stuff. There it is. Jesus. Now what is in that crate, I have no idea. What I do know is it gets the cops on your back. It's sort of like a crate mission in The Crew, if you're familiar with that game. There they are. And then you have a certain route, also that it's not that good, because you have a certain route that you have to go through the checkpoints, and my setup of that car is like hopeless at the moment. Which is kinda, yeah, that's also something that's not... We should have the freedom to get away here. Sorta get a time to escape or something like that. With a countdown. Now I'm in an off-road car and I have to follow the road that it gives me. And I'm constantly on the road here. Or at least trying to stay on.
Damn, that's rough.
And we escaped. These crate things, it's not like they're on the map, sort of like the billboards and everything. They're there if you find them. Speed card. A pink hat. Well, we have a pink hat with a triple bonus already, so what do we do with that thing? Trade it in. Yes, thank you. More tokens to play around with, and the tune-up shop is restocked meanwhile. That what we just did now is the crate things you can find, I think... Nope, not on collectibles. Do the activities, also not the case. And also locations is not the case. But you can see them on the map though. I thought. Or is it just if you pass by there? Yep. They randomly show up, and if you pass by there it will tell you crate bait in the area. You sort of pick up a signal and then you can hit that thing. And it sent the loot to your garage, but then you have to escape the cops. What is in that loot I have no clue, because I haven't found those things yet in my garage. So I'm assuming it has some parts in it, or some something like a neon or something like that. Most likely, because I had many neons in my vanity items in the garage and no idea where they all came from. I'm assuming they come from these bait loot crate things. Anyway, going over the parts with a few surprises in the tuners, like for instance that the Skyline is not fully upgradable to the maximum level in this game. as are many other cars, including this one and my Golf, which I sort of start the story with. It would be nice to know that in advance, especially for all the people playing there or that buying the game. Make sure you pick a car which is fully upgradable, because for the final missions you need a fully upgraded car, and yeah, with cars like this you can get it, but you have to redo a mission here or there in between, because some of these things are just not well, they are too fast. Pretty simple. The AI is too fast. If you show up there with a 299 car and the recommended level is 380 or even 399, you have a problem, and you cannot get the cars to that. So your first pick, I haven't checked that out. You can get a starter's car, which was like the Honda S2000, the Buick, and the Volkswagen Golf, and most likely none of them are fully upgradable. So I guess you have to buy something else as soon as possible and try to upgrade that as fast as possible, and then you can deal with the story at the end. That's sort of what it was all about. Cars tuning. As you could see in the dealer shop, half of them are not even fully upgradable in this game, which is another reason that is definitely not worth the money that I paid for it. But that I already discussed in the previous video. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.